Hey y'all, I'm Timothy Helm. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a zero clearance insert for a W1820 Shop Fox cabinet saw. This also fits the Shop Fox W1819 as well as the Grizzly GO690 and GO691 models. So let's get started.
First setup is to cut a piece of MDF just a little bit bigger than the factory table insert. I used 3/4 inch because that's what I had laying around. Then lay the factory insert on top of the MDF and mark the shape to cut the excess off on the bandsaw. Be sure to cut outside the lines. This will be trimmed flush later at the router table. The factory insert has too much play to use as a good template, so use painter's tape to take up the slack. There are 4 nubs on the factory insert that make it fit the saw a little better. You'll want to remove the tape from over these nubs to get a good fit for your template. I took 3 wraps of tape all the way around and an extra piece on each side to make a good fit of my saw. Just keep adding tape till it fits snugly in all directions. Attach the factory insert to the MDF piece using double-faced tape, making sure the MDF sticks out on all sides. Press it down firmly to ensure that it doesn't move. Then at the router table, use a bearing-guided flush trim bit. Trim the MDF to match the factory insert. Verify that the new insert fits well. It might require a little sanding if it's too snug. You now have a good pattern to cut as many more inserts as you want. Just repeat the process using your pattern rather than the factory insert. Use 1/2 inch plywood or MDF for your inserts. Remove the factory adjustment screws and place the insert on top of your plywood. Use a drill bit that fits the screw holes to mark their location. While you're here, trace the finger hole and lock knob hole. Put a piece of tape on the saw table and mark the edge of the driving knife bracket. Transfer these marks to the insert as well as the distance from the edge of the opening. I centered an 1 3/8 Forstner bit to drill for the driving knife bracket and lock nut. Use a 1 inch Forstner bit to drill out the finger hole. With all the holes cut, you can now install the adjustment screws. Use number 6 by 1/2 inch flathead screws for the adjusters. Sit the insert in place and adjust each of the screws as necessary to make it flush with the tabletop. Because a 10 inch blade just barely retracts below the surface of the table, it would catch on the blank insert, so install a smaller blade for the initial through cut. Place the insert in the table and move the rip fence over top of the insert, using care to allow room for the blade to penetrate without hitting the rip fence. Start the saw and slowly raise the blade into the insert. As soon as the blade peeks through, lower it and stop the saw. Now replace that blade with the blade you intend to use with the insert and repeat this process. This time raising the blade to its full height. Use a push stick to hold the left side of the insert down during this cut. Extend the lines rearward to allow for the riving knife. Install the riving knife and measure from the back of the opening. Transfer this to the insert, leaving just a little extra clearance. Using a jigsaw, cut the slot for the riving knife. This can be cut just a little bit wider than the curve cut so the riving knife won't bind while raising or lowering.
And there you have it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel to receive any future content. Also, you can check out my website at timothyhelm.com for more how-to and woodworking content. Thanks for watching.